Open Sesame, Irish Boy Chose, man. Like, subscribe, enjoy the reaction. Most funniest and honest anime dude out there. I'm going to keep it a band and keep it a buck, bro. I'm going to keep it a band. I'm going to keep it a buck. And so is my stream. We're going to debate. We're going to be honest. Let's do it. Shounen tier list, man. So I'm going to just go ahead. We just going to go ahead. And, like, let's make the obvious, right? Like, let's make obvious. Like, One Piece, like, we know One Piece is going S level, right? Like, we just going to go S level. Like, let's just get that out of here, right? Let's get the easies out of there, right? Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan. Oh, is Attack on Titan behind One Piece? Or is nah, that's sick. Oh wow. They're all S tier. They're all S tier. We might have to debate the S tier. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Definitely S tier. Um Let me get Naruto out of there. Like, let's just get it out of here, bro. Let's just get all this stuff out of here, bro. Like let's knock out some easies. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get the easies out of here. Dragon Ball Z definitely is S tier. Naruto S tier. Let's get the easies. Let's just knock out what we like. We know what it is, right? Like, we know. You know what I'm saying? We in this. You know what I'm saying? We do this. We not new to this. We true to this. You know what I'm saying? Let's knock the easies out of here. Obviously, Ippo. I've never seen it, but I do know that it's heavily regarded, right? Attack on Titan is high A minus, low S. Whoa, weeb, you hating. Weeb, you wildin'. Weeb, you wildin', bro. Weeb, you wildin'. Weeb, you wildin'. That's crazy. Wait, why is Naruto separated? Like, we separated all of Naruto? That's why you gotta separate Naruto? We're putting all Naruto in S tier, so I don't care. All of Naruto, like I have to give Naruto S tier. Like, Naruto has to be S tier too because Naruto got me into anime. So, like, if I'm gonna say shipping is S tier, Naruto regular has to be S tier. Like, I'm confused why he separated that. I get why Dragon Ball Z Super is separated than Dragon Ball Z, but I don't think I don't think Naruto and Naruto shipping should be separate. Runero Kenshin S tier. Listen, y'all. Listen. Y'all gonna be like, bro, everything can be S tier. Now you know. If you don't know, now you know. You don't think Attack on Titan is S tier? Oh, you just think it's low S tier? Move Ippo to A tier? You don't think Ippo is S tier? I gotta go to y'all because I've never seen it, but I know what it represents in the shonen community. Rurouni Kenshin is a perfect anime. I don't care what no one's talking about. I love Rurouni Kenshin. Naruto S tier, Hunter x Hunter S tier, Dragon Ball Z S tier, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood S tier, Attack on Titan S tier, One Piece S tier. Oh man, you think Attack on Titan is A? I don't think Attack on Titan is A. I think Attack on Titan might be one of the greatest animes of all time. It has the greatest plot twist. As far as shonen though, like, as far as like overall shonen, like if we're going shonen, Dragon Ball Z is the greatest shonen of all time. Wait, what? Oh. Like, I would do this: Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Attack on Titan, uh, Full Metal Alchemist, and then I would go. I actually like Hunter x Hunter over Naruto. To be honest with you, Naruto, yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think Dragon Ball Z is the greatest shonen anime of all time because what shonen anime is very simple. Shonen anime is an extremely simple concept. It's for young kids. And when you look at the basis of shonen anime, it's literally there's a good guy, he's good just because he's good. Like, he's just this great guy, right? And evil dudes are just evil to be evil. Like, there's no redeeming arc, redeeming trait to him. Like, that dude's a bad guy. And we as kids, we like, great. Like, there's no like, oh, but can you see their point of view? Like, I don't know. And shonen anime is literally for kids. Like, I don't know how many kids can actually like watch Attack on Titan and know what's going on. Like, at 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? Like 7 years old, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of kids can follow Dragon Ball Z. I don't know how many kids can follow Attack on Titan. To where I've even had to rewatch Attack on Titan. Does that make sense? Oh, they hold with season 2 and equal. I said high, if not high A, low mid S. I'm gonna give Attack on Titan. I think Attack on Titan is S tier. I think Rurouni Kenshin's S tier. All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty, right? Let's get locked in, right? Now we got to make it complex. We have Death Note, great season 1. When L dies, huge fall off. That fall off was crazy though. Like the fall off watching the show when like L after L dies is kind of like really weak. Like it's really a tough watch. Because of that, I'm gonna put Death Note in B, bro. I hear you, but I'd argue that shonen anime has innovated beyond the simple thing it used to be. It's not that I'm arguing if things have elevated, but what is shonen anime like to its core? Like to shonen anime to its core, it's kids. That's why shonen and seinen are like very different. Like seinen animes are usually way darker, is because they're for like teenage dudes. Shonen to its core is very simple. That's why Demon Slayer works a lot. Demon Slayer 2, it's like Demon Slayer is so much shonen anime. And I was watching Demon Slayer and I was like, even when I watched season 1 of Demon Slayer and season 1 of JJK, I enjoyed watching Demon Slayer more than I did JJK, even though I thought JJK was a better anime, even at that time. But I like to its core, it's simple. Um y'all want to put? I gotta penalize it, bro. I'm gonna penalize it heavy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm penalizing. Bleach to me, Bleach is big three. I'm putting it in S tier. I don't care what nobody's talking about. I ain't gonna joke. Bleach is S tier to me. Bleach is S tier. I'll put it right behind. I actually like Bleach growing up more than I like Naruto. I'm gonna put Bleach right here, S tier. Rurouni Kenshin is last. Equal A. Y'all think Death Note is A? Death Note is A tier. B, you hoeing. I'm hoeing Death Note? Bro, that fall off is crazy. Alright, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. We'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Hockey or volleyball? Yo, my S tier is gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna be like, you think this is S tier? I actually do think hockey or volleyball is S tier. I think hockey is S tier. I watched it. That was the first time in a while time I watched something. I think that's really good. Black Clover. Fairy Tale. JoJo Bizarro. Boy, y'all gonna be mad at this. That's just garbage, bro. JoJo Bizarro is garbage, bro. Like I don't care what nobody says. That stuff is garbage, bro. It's like garbage. Like, I know people gonna be mad. That thing is garbage, bro. Um, I put Soul Eater in B. I think it's just solid. Like I think Soul Eater is very solid. I think it's a very solid show. I wouldn't give it an A. I think it's a very solid show. Low A, wait B. Black Clover is somewhere like high B, low A for me. Black Clover, hell nah, hell nah. I'm giving Black Clover a great C. Amazing fight scenes. The power of friendship. Asta is way more annoying than even young Naruto, and it's a newer generation. So why is there a character that annoying? Everybody can't have plot armor. The hype behind Black Clover was supposed to be the next Naruto. Extremely fell off. Shout out Demon Slayer and JJK for coming along. I think Black Clover is solid. Like the fight scenes are amazing, but way too cheesy in my opinion. It's either C plus or like B, low or B minus. They're gonna be on my neck for that, bro. JoJo is trash, bro. I don't care what nobody says. JoJo is garbage. Baruto, Baruto, you down here, bro. Baruto, you down here, bro. Baruto, don't worry. JoJo, you got company. Baruto is right there with you, brother. Um, One Punch Man, S tier, bro. My fault. One Punch Man is S tier, bro. I've rewatched the season 1 of One Punch Man. That like a couple times, hilarious. Yo, my S tier, they're gonna be like everything's S tier. No, One Punch Man is go. My Hero Academia, I think, is an A. You would give One Punch Man A? Nah. I've rewatched One Punch Man and that thing is hilarious. Like I've actually rewatched it a couple times. I was like, nah, this is actually a fire show for real. Like great fight scenes, hilarious. Brand new concept when it first dropped. And it's hard to bring Japanese comedy to the West, and it landed everything. Like goated, set the world on fire for sure. I gotta give it S tier. Even the short amount of time. I don't think season 2 was as good as season 1, but just too great in my opinion. I got over Death Note. I know everybody's gonna be like One Punch Man over Death Note. Yes, because the fall off from season 1 to season 2 isn't as drastic as Death Note's fall off. I will put My Hero Academia behind Death Note, 100%. Are we giving? Is My Hero A? How do y'all feel about that? Phew. So Hitman Reborn, while we're thinking about Hitman Reborn, is not garbage, but I got it in the C tier. I tried to watch it multiple times, couldn't get into it. I was older when I watched it, but I've even rewatched Naruto. I've rewatched One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho. A lot of the shows that I watched when I was younger and how I got into it. Hitman Reborn, man, just like too kiddish and like too ridiculous to me. I couldn't get into it at all. I know it has a lot of respect in the Shounen world, but just not for me. As overall above Death Note, nah, I don't think it's that good. I can't. My Hero over Death Note. Overall, that's the battle, right? Is that the quality because you have so much my fault because you have so much quantity when you knock it out the park it matters so much so it's not that big of a deal if you mess up whereas Death Note obviously just had a huge mess up but I'm gonna still say Death Note over My Hero just because the impact it had when it dropped people still talk about the Cure laugh you can still back and go back and really watch the first season it's still an amazing show and when you think about My Hero Academia season 1 really isn't that crazy. Um, Good story and all, but Death Note really is where it needs to be. So I'm gonna say Death Note stays. We're talking about Shonen, and you're gonna put My Hero over Death Note. I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie, I can't do it. I gotta go against that. I gotta go against that, man. That like, although I argued for like obviously Dragon Ball Z being the greatest shonen of all time because of the basis of purity of like simplicity and what it is. A lot of people obviously don't think of Death Note as a shonen, which is actually hilarious when you think about it. But for a shonen anime, My Hero Academia didn't do anything crazy. If you actually really go back and watch the first season, it's not that sensational. We kind of overhyped it, and that's what I realized when I was when we had the debate about My Hero. And if I'm gonna say like My Hero compared to his contemporaries, like its generation, JJK and Demon Slayer really have kind of made it lost in the fold. Whereas Death Note, like there wasn't, it was brand new, broke the internet, crossed over to the West, shattered the dimensions of U.S. versus West, and it's his own thing. And to this day, there's still not a mystery type logical battle that people even talk about to compete with it, really. So I mean, we're putting my MHA with like six different seasons compared to Death Note, like 15, 17 good episodes. I like the concept of the show and genre, so I watch more than mine. But if we're looking at it entirely, my entire season goes after Death Note. The reason why I'm saying no to that is because if I'm talking about the show, like the show itself, right? Because we can't go quantity over because this will just beat every short show. Because then technically, I could argue My Hero over Full Metal, right? Obviously, Death Note had to fall off, but if I'm talking about Death Note, the show, right, and how the impact it had, one, two, how it's still highly regarded. My Hero Academia, we had a conversation the other day, and I was like, My Hero Academia is lost in the fold right now. That is not a thing with Death Note. Death Note is still talked about heavily. Even when you talk about logistical conversations and debate and like what's the greatest battles, the greatest rivalries, and bro, it had us on the edge of our seat and this mystery type criminal crime thing. Even when it dropped at the time, it was highly regarded, and even now it's still highly regarded. Always in deep conversations. My Hero Academia to this day, right now, as a shonen anime, gets lost in the fold with JJK and Demon Slayer. So just off of that, I can't put you against Death Note. Because Death Note's high was so crazy, I gotta get you over My Hero Academia. And I'm telling you, y'all go watch season 1 of My Hero, you're gonna be like, it's not as crazy as you remember it to be. I promise you. People still go back and watch Death Note. So like I that's my argument for why Death Note should be over My Hero. We're talking about impact. One Punch Man shouldn't be over Death Note thing? Bro, the smash hit that One Punch Man was is nah, I gotta disagree. The smash that One Punch Man is crazy. It started. One Punch Man came out before Mob Psycho. My Psycho is obviously like, bro. One Punch Man is crazy, bro. The popularity of One Punch Man is crazy, bro. The popularity of One Punch Man is crazy, bro. I'm insane for One Punch, bro. What? What? And also what I said about Death Note, about One Punch Man being over Death Note is the drop off between L dying and after that versus One Punch Man season 1 and season 2 is way not as bad. That's another reason why I said One Punch Man is over there. So if we're gonna go back and forth about impact and we're gonna argue that, it's not even close with those two in terms of season 1 and season 2. In terms of Death Note and My Hero, there's a large difference between impact. A large difference. And how it's regarded. And it's a heavy difference of like even with its contemporaries. So if one is super highly regarded, own lane, damn near started something, and one is even getting lost in the fold right now with his contemporaries, I can't have you over Death Note. I can't. Like I can't have you over Death Note. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. Because your quality isn't even as good as the other quality, the other two anime's quality. It's always lost in the fold. Death Note was in the toss with the big three, bro. I'm not insane about if even if you're gonna say Death Note was more popular than One Punch Man, right? Impact wise, One Punch Man is in the ballpark. That's like what it is. Like One Punch Man was in the ballpark, way closer than the conversation between My Hero and Death Note in terms of impact battling each other. Because of the fact of the quality that is defined as One Punch Man for what it is, the comedy, super overpowered thing, for what it is as a parody, is highly regarded as this quality of this is very good. It's very great. It's sensational. People still talk about it. People still talk about how great season 1 was, the fight scenes, how the comedy it was, which is very hard to do with the Japanese. Whereas My Hero Academia, for its lane and its contemporaries, its quality is not competing with JJK and Demon Slayer. It's often lost in the fold. People don't even talk about it. And me and you talked about that yesterday. My Hero Academia is often not talked about right now in shonen anime. It gets lost in the focus. You're like, yo, Demon Slayer, JJK. You're like, yeah, My Hero's cool. You're like, My Hero's cool. Whereas One Punch Man, everybody's like, nah, that thing was fire, bro. Like, nah, the quality of it is amazing. Like, yeah, Mob Psycho's good too. We even see in MASH people trying to imitate it, but it's like, yeah, nah, that One Punch Man, bro, was great. People have rewatched One Punch Man. That's why One Punch Man versus Goku was a huge thing. You know what I'm saying? One Punch Man versus Superman. Like, it's even turned into that. Like, that's how popular One Punch Man is. And I said why I had One Punch Man over Death Note. It wasn't about the impact their battle was. The drop off from L dying versus One Punch Man's drop off from season 1 to season 2 isn't as large. So I was like, yeah, no, One Punch Man is S tier. Death Note was in the conversation with them. I'm not arguing if Death Note was in a conversation with him. But if we are looking at, like I said, even look back at My Hero Academia, I'm not arguing for My Hero Academia no more. If we're talking about Death Note and One Punch Man, I'm literally penalizing Death Note For the everybody remembers L. Everybody remembers L and Kira. Love it. It's sensational. When L dies, the damn show is done. The show is not good no more. It's very hard to watch. Like, oh, this is not it. And then you like Kira loses and it's like it doesn't feel like you really should have lost. It feels like an ending that was pushed a certain way. And nobody talks about the second half of Death Note. Whereas with One Punch Man, it reached this extreme high. It's extreme high. Even if you're gonna say, bro, it wasn't a big One Punch Man was almost as popular as Attack on Titan, bro. Like in the West. Like that's how big it hit. Like when it hit, it went crazy. Even regular people that weren't into anime watched One Punch Man. Like that's how big One Punch Man is. That's what I said. It got to the people doing death battles with One Punch Man versus Goku, One Punch Man versus Superman. Like that's how they were the only other character people even brought up to compete with Superman in a quote unquote death battle was literally just Goku. Like One Punch Man's popularity is crazy. The reason why I have One Punch Man over Death Note is not because just surely because of popularity, which I think even if you want to give it to Death Note, I think is in a very close contest or in the same league of each other. Death Note literally falls off after that. One Punch Man's that fall off is not that big. Death Note is a lot of people's first anime, bro. Y'all are, bro. I'm not arguing if it's not a lot of people's first anime. However, if you have a huge fall off afterwards, we have to take that into account. I have to take that into account of this ranking. I have to. Like, there's no like. I have to take that into account. And Death Note does not have 3,000 episodes like One Piece, where it's like, oh, it was just a bad arc. There's just so much, it doesn't matter. No, it's like, yeah, no, you guys were sensational. You only have, what, like 30 something episodes? So if you have bad episodes, it really matters a lot when you have bad episodes. So it's like, yeah, no, you were just going to discount everything that happens afterward. Well, I can't do that because One Punch Man doesn't have that many episodes either. So if I'm like, okay, well, season 1 is great. Death Note season 1 is great for what their lanes are, what they do. And then, well, season 2, One Punch Man isn't as great as season 1, but it's still very, very solid. Whereas Death Note, after season 1, you're like, nah, that was a huge all completely ass. I got to put One Punch Man over you. I got to. I got to. I got to. The count is that that's an A tier. We agree on that. The debate is if My Hero Academia is over Death Note. And I said I don't, and I told you guys why, and I literally explained why I don't have MHA over Death Note. I literally explained it because of that's why when y'all talk about that's why we even got into this argument about the impact in the super quality and like its culture hit and what is it to its contemporaries. That is why I have Death Note over MHA because I literally say with MHA it's lost in the fold. Death Note was never lost in the fold. Even how you just said right now, Death Note is still highly regarded. Still highly regarded for its murder, its mystery, its intellectual battle, the two protagonists and antagonists. It's still talked about to this day of how great the quality was and how it's seen as contemporaries. And the major, how you said it was, bro, it was about to be in the big three. My Hero Academia currently is damn near lost in the fold because of Demon Slayer and JJK. If somebody knocked it out the park in their lane, even with a bad season 2, and you over here, your quality can't even reach that peak. I'm like, bro, I can't give you that to you because for what you do, your other people that do the same thing as you or in the same closer ball field as you're not on their level. People lose you in the fold. Right now, My Hero Academia is literally lost in the fold of Demon Slayer and JJK. I can't give that to you. Even Ippo, I've never even seen Ippo. I know Ippo is like the GOAT of boxing anime. And obviously, you just told me season 2 is trash, right? My Hero Academia probably has a better body of work if you go season 1 to season 2. But for what Ippo is, people still talk about Ippo's impact. People still talk about everything that it does. It knocks all of the boxing anime out of the park. So does Death Note. Knocks everything else out of the park. So if I'm comparing you to MHA and you're not even the top dog in the new generation, I can't. My hero is like the lost child that people don't really talk about like that because of JJK and Demon Slayer. So how it's viewed is determined its quality? No, it's just not how it's viewed. It's with I promise you, if you actually go back and watch season 1, bro, go back and watch season 1 of My Hero Academia compared to even Demon Slayer JJK, it's really not as good. We overhyped it. I literally got an argument if My Hero Academia was overrated. I was like, bro, go watch and you go back and watch season 1 of My Hero, it's like, oh, it's really not that crazy. We were just hyped to see a new shonen anime at the time, but it really wasn't that good. It really wasn't that crazy. It really wasn't. To be honest, it wasn't that crazy. I promise you, y'all go back and watch season 1 of My Hero. It's not insane. But we can still go back and watch a Death Note right now and be like, this is insane. That's what I'm talking about. My Hero's a great but that is the entire point of what I'm saying. My Hero Academia is more than just season 1. So obviously, it's gonna be this whole build up to everything, and then you'll get to one of my favorite battles is when he fought the Mafia dude. Right? I love that season. I did. However, with what I am talking about, your top tier. There's a lot of season that you're like, it's overhyped. It's overrated. Season 1 is not that. It's cool. Season 2, season might be a little better. Okay, it's cool. This is good. Now I'm gonna compare exactly what you do to the new age anime and your contemporaries. When I went back and watched you, your quality is not insane like that. To the point that when people bring up shonen animes, current now, you're lost in the fold. People are like, I watch JJK, I love JJK, love Demon Slayer. It's like, yeah, My Hero Academia is cool. So I have to for that versus Death Note and Ippo, that quality is so amazing. Even if they had some fall offs, you never reached that type of quality ever. Especially when you're talking about your contemporaries. These two, damn near golden in the lanes. To the point that Death Note is in its own lane and was battling in a different type of shonen level. Yes, Norris. Y'all trying to do the quality, y'all trying to do the quantity stuff, bro. Like y'all trying to do the quantity stuff. You can't rock the quantity stuff. Yes, it's more than season 1, but is your high tier in a league with Death Note? Can we compare y'all qualities? No, we can't. We cannot compare it. Y'all high is not Death Note's high. There's no one's gonna say My Hero Academia's high is Death Note's high. It's not quality wise. It's not. To the point that My Hero Academia is not in the same league as JJK and Demon Slayer. And that's your own, that's who you battling right now. I'm not telling My Hero to compete with Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, and One Piece. No. Battle with JJK and Demon Slayer and you lost in the fold is crazy work. Crazy work. That's crazy work. Season 6 was, or you can't just give me, you can't, what I'm arguing with you right now is you can't go with one season. I have to take your whole. Can your whole thing in incumbents beat Death Note? Did y'all reach the top peak of Death Note in this competition? No, you didn't. You didn't. And for what you do, if we're talking about quality wise, for what you do, right, you're in a different lane than Death Note. So, quality wise, are you the best of the best in your quality compared to a similar anime that encompasses what you do as well? That moves a very similar way. JJK and Demon Slayer. And you say, a lot of people will say, well, I would take JJK over My Hero. I would agree with that. I would take Demon Slayer over My Hero. A lot of people would agree with that. If you were to ask people, even to this day, would they take so-and-so over Death Note, even with the fall of L, they'd be like, nah, I probably wouldn't take it. Like, nah, bro, that first season is crazy, bro. Like, nah, I love it. Like, that second, the fall off is crazy, but like, nah, bro, like, I gotta watch that. Like, I will put all my chips into rewatching it. Y'all trying to argue with me quantity. Like, I'm not arguing quantity about this. What, in your lane, what do you do? In your lane, are you the guy? They're not the guy in their lane. That's probably the best way I can say it. My Hero Academia is not the guy in their lane. That's why they can't be over Death Note. If you're not the guy in your lane, I can't put you over Death Note, who's their guy in their lane. Even with the what happens. As a shonen, because of the simplicity, I can't do that because we just admitted that season 1 was. We just admitted that if you're, like I said, that's the most simple way I can say it. If you're not the guy in your lane, I cannot put you over Death Note. If you're not the guy in your lane, I cannot put you over Death Note. If you're not the guy in your lane, I cannot put you over Death Note. Especially when it's argued that you're third best. I can't put you over Death Note. That's first best in what they do. I can't do it. That just can't happen. Like, that can't be a thing. Like, they're not the guy. And that's okay not to be the guy. All right, I'm gonna put. We gotta respect Yu Yu Hakusho. This is more of a huge respect pick. Because the older generation, Death Note is more of a seinen. If that's the case, then I would just drop Attack on Titan all the way down. So, but now you're now you're trying to, bro. Now you're trying to argue me to give my hero the pick, bro. I just explained it in the most simplest terms, man. If what you do, you're not the guy in, I will not have you over somebody who is the guy in their lane. Why Death Note is in A tier is because the season after L died was so bad. If we just cut it off, it's an S tier. If we literally just cut it off, it's an S tier. So, even with that fall off, it's still the guy in his tier. My Hero Academia. Would you say My Hero Academia is better than a Naruto? No. Would you say My Hero Academia is better than a Hunter x Hunter? No. Would you say Hunter x Hunter? My Hero Academia is as good as JJK? No. Would you say My Hero Academia is as good as Demon Slayer? A lot of people would say no. I got over Black Clover. If you're not the guy in your lane, you can't be better than somebody else who's the guy in their lane. It's really simple. Don't try, oh, bro, the shoulder to the kid stuff. No. We're not doing it. We're not, no. Because technically, JJK really could be quantified as a sin because it's so dark. And Attack on Titan probably is one of the ones that I would honestly assume is a sin. When I get into those arguments, that's about like top tier versus top tier versus top tier. My Hero Academia, quality wise, in their lane, is not as good as Death Note, quality wise, in their lane. 100%. That's the most simple way I can say it. My Hero Academia, quality wise, is not as good as Death Note, quality wise, in their lane. And I feel like that's something we can all agree on. That's something I feel like we can all agree on. The quality of Death Note is in their lane is way higher than My Hero Academia's quality in their lane. All right, we got to put y'all Yu Yu Hakusho in S tier. Super disrespectful. This is the original, so I will put it above Rurouni Kenshin. I personally enjoyed Naruto a little bit more. The fight scenes were really good though. The quality of One Punch Man is not as the quality of Death Note, but we can move on. The quality of One Punch Man for its lane is sensational. A parody comedic show. A parody comedic action show. The quality of One Punch Man for its lane is fire. It brought Japanese comedy to the West, which is very hard to do because a lot of Japanese cultural jokes are not funny. The action scenes in season 1 were sensational. Fight scenes were sensational, 100%. And parody wise, it did its job. It's literally making fun of overpowered stuff because you just one punch stuff. For its lane, it's sensational. A lot of people could never watch Gintama, me included. I could watch One Punch Man. And a lot of people that never watched anime watch One Punch Man. So for the quality of One Punch Man in its lane, it's sensational. Bro, it's a shonen anime. What are y'all, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. But it's shonen. It's a shonen anime. I'm not. There's different categories of shonen. Obviously, shonen to its core is a simple action-filled funniness, but there's other subcategories. You can have the mysterious and all that other stuff. The reason why My Hero Academia for its lane is more compared to a Naruto type. It's going to be more compared to a One Piece type. It's going to be more compared to a JJK type, Bleach type, Demon Slayer type. One Punch Man isn't in that category with them. So for one point, for My Hero Academia, their type is this: they're not on their level. That's why their quality is below. But Weeb, you're not getting the link, bro. Weeb, you're not getting the link. I don't know why you like this is why y'all argue about the show this stuff. Obviously, there's different like there's sports shonen, right? Like I wouldn't compare the quality of like Attack on Titan and Haikyuu obviously aren't in the same categories of like you can't they're quality like but Haikyuu's quality for a sports anime is amazing. Attack on Titan's quality for what it is amazing. That's where the quality comes in. Like, what are you good in your lane? I hope that best explains it for you. Because it's a sports anime, right? The quality of Haikyuu, you can't really compare the quality of Attack on Titan and Haikyuu. Like, way different things. Sports anime, Haikyuu's quality is amazing. Let me see. Promise Neverland. Wow, I gotta put it in B, man. I gotta put it in B. And to be honest, I really love season 1 of Promise Neverland. But it had a huge fall off, man, and that has to be like worse than Death Note, like because there was a time skip, and that is just crazy. Like I love season 1. I think season 1 is sensational. A lot more like a Death Note with a knock it out the park season 1, but I gotta penalize you for skipping an entire arc. Like you gotta get penalized for skipping an arc. So I'm putting you in B. Uh, Nah, man. You get the league. You get the league later, man. You get the league later, man. You got to lock in on the tier right now for the arguments. For the arguments. Dragon Ball Super. Wow, people are gonna be mad at this one, man. Dragon Ball Super is a B. Uh, I'll put it in B, not A. I think it had great moments. I did like the fighting tournament arc. Actually, I got to over promise Neverland and Soul Eater, but I think it's a high B. I would put it in like a high B, honestly. I'll give a high B. B is fair. Y'all going C tier over Soul Eater? Nah. You right. I'm wilding with Soul Eater. I'm wilding. Yeah, no. Dragon Ball Z definitely B tier. Uh, Frieza coming back. It had a lot of great moments. The tournament arc, the fight arc. A lot of things were stupid. Kefla, Super Saiyan power, like Super Saiyan just became like I don't know, like walking your dog down the street. Like I feel it itch in my back, so I can go Super Saiyan. Freaking ridiculous. Uh, very cheesy. You know, not a lot of things felt like they were at stake. It was a very lighter tone opposed to the old Dragon Ball Z. But it just had a lot of good nostalgic moments that we wanted to see. Ultra Instinct, obviously. But it just, tone wise, lost a lot. Power scaling was definitely gone. Didn't matter. But just had key moments. But it's definitely a B tier. You guys are right. I put it below. I put it below. You want to put it in C tier? I can't put it in C tier. I ain't gonna lie. It was too big of moments for me to put it in C tier. I ain't gonna lie with you. Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale, boy. You go in the C tier, boy. You go in the C tier too, man. Um, Seven Deadly Sins. Big C's, big C's, big C's, big C's, man. How do y'all feel about Fairy Tale and Seven Deadly Sins? Had the most historic fall offs of all time. Should we put it in butt cheeks, bro? I gotta put it in butt cheeks, bro. You got it, bro. You right, bro. You right, bro. You right. You right. You right, man. We put it in butt cheeks, bro. The fall off is crazy. So, Seven Deadly Sins starts off pretty good, very good. I would say I really enjoy it. I remember, Escanor having a huge moment. I don't even pay you right, but that fall off right after is crazy. I mean, it's insane to even what it is right now with Meliodas and what's her face having a child. I've seen some of that. It looks terrible. Animation went to crap. They just drew circles like I don't know, like a drawn picture kids put on the refrigerator door, right? It just wasn't it. Animation went down, story wise went down, didn't make no sense. Everything was a love story, and then in the end, this was all because Meliodas' dad wanted his body and wanted the girl. Like it was just something stupid, and it was wow. This was all this. What? It was that stupid. Um, for a stupid romance story, it was so dumb. It was like on some Romeo and Juliet, and it was like all this was for that. Um, it just really kind of ruined everything. Yeah, great moments, but that fall off will be crazy. Fairy Tale I put behind Seven Deadly Sins because Fairy Tale I couldn't even finish the ending. I at least finished the ending with Seven Deadly Sins. Fairy Tale I couldn't even watch anymore. I mean, everybody turns into Jesus Christ walking when they're about to fight a villain. Terrible writing. The writing made it to where the villains were just so overpowered that it didn't make sense that the heroes would win. But some way, somehow, even if you're not the main character, you get some ridiculous plot armor to beat overpowered people. The power scaling in the show is terrible. Natsu technically is the guy, but he's never stronger than uh Greg. Him and Greg are apparently, no matter he's the main character, they're always on the exact same level. Elsa is always stronger than him no matter what, even though, like I said, Natsu's supposed to be the guy. So it doesn't really make sense. No matter how Natsu trains, he's still at the same level, and everybody else is still stronger than him. And the villains are ridiculously overpowered, but somehow even a side character can beat a ridiculously strong villain that is actually stronger than the main characters. So doesn't really make any sense. I don't know what happened with Fairy Tale. I don't know what happened with the writer. Um, it's like he just forgot. It really Fairy Tale reminds you of somebody that wrote a story, wrote villains. It was like this would be so cool. Realized that the villains were insanely strong. It was like, wait, the heroes have to win, and tried to make it a way the heroes to win, and it didn't make sense. Fairy Tale had a couple cool moments, but the amount of cheesiness, the amount of power of friendship, Fairy Tale was the literal poster child of that. Yeah, it was a power of friendship. And personally, I liked it up to a certain point, and then it just went rogue. And it was like, and that was at the very end. I couldn't watch it anymore. Butt cheeks, booty, butt cheeks, booty, butt cheeks. But Seven Deadly Sins animation and story just got very cheesy. Can't believe it did it. Noragami is a very good anime. I would put it in B. Um, it's just a good anime. Like I don't really have nothing bad to say about it. It's just a very good watch, very smooth. Where would y'all like to put it? Like I don't really have like anything negative to say. I think it's just a cool watch. I didn't like fall in love with it as other people did. But it was smooth. It was smooth, man. It was a cool, easy watch. B tier, B tier. Okay, cool. Kuroko no Basket, man. Just gonna go ahead and slide you right here. Put you in C tier, man. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Kuroko no Basket. I honestly I think hockey is way better than Kuroko no Basket. Now, this is where my bias comes in. Me playing basketball made Kuroko no Basket very hard to watch. First season was cool. I got all the way to the part where like he was finally trying to learn how to score, but it just became too ridiculous. Not gonna lie, it just became too ridiculous. This nigga can't make a layup, free throw, anything, but he's on the court because he can pass. It's like I was locked in on watching this, and it just got too absurd for me. I couldn't watch anymore. But that's just because I play basketball. Um, that's why it's so low for me that it just was too unrealistic to me. I'll be honest, bruh. What you want me to do? Like, what you want me to do? Like, imagine you watching somebody be like, "Oh, like it was too insane. It was too insanely ridiculous." Which is crazy because I watched hockey and I learned that hockey tried to even talk to volleyball players to like try to make sure all the action was somewhat as realistic as they can be. Obviously, it's not going to be extremely realistic. It's still an anime, but the fact that somebody's even on the court can't make a layup, but he was on the top team in the nation, bro. Come on, bro. You're not. That doesn't even make sense, bro. Like, so that stuff is C tier. to me, I couldn't keep watching. It was cool at first. I did like the shooter. I did like everybody else, but that was the point. I was like, bro, when can he just get nice, bro? Just hurry up and get nice. Hurry up and get nice. And everyone's like, oh, you just gotta wait till he gets nice. I'm like, bro, this is took too long for me. Got to that part, and he still was kind of building. And I was like, nah, bro, I can't rock with it. C tier for me, honestly speaking. Sorry, I know everyone's gonna be mad about that, but it is what it is. Gintama, I'm gonna put it in C tier as well. An anime that I couldn't watch. I stopped watching it before I could even get to Hitman Reborn. It's not funny to me. This is the type of thing I was talking about with One Punch Man, able to bring Japanese comedy to the West. Because Gintama to me is not funny. Like, I didn't laugh. I don't think it's that funny at all. It's a parody, and Gintama is highly regarded in this realm, and didn't land to me. But I know a lot of people love it and a lot of people respect it. But to me, it's C tier. I just couldn't get into it. People love it though. Blue Exorcist. So I honestly would put Blue Exorcist right behind Black Clover. I feel like I gotta rewatch Blue Exorcist. Um, how do y'all feel about Blue Exorcist? I've watched it. When I was younger, I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I just season 2 is C tier. Okay, season 2 was C tier, and then I just watched a couple episodes of the new one, and it's already kind of annoying. So I would put it behind Black Clover, which I believe is a C plus. Um, yeah, so it's just not it. It was a very cool, innovative idea, and then it feels like season 2 they kind of like. Well, Blue Exorcist, I feel like they expanded too much. Like they did too much. Like him being his dad, like that whole ritual, and the brothers like getting like technically almost getting like what powers up. Like I'm mixing up with a movie. I hope it's not, but like that whole thing to me and like the society that they're in with the priests and stuff and like the relations like the Pope was this and that like in the show. Um I think they progressed the story too much. Like I feel like stuff happened too fast. Like that should have been drawn out more. That way, like when it happened, it was kind of like, well, where is there to go from here now? Um, and it just kind of, yeah, I agree with Flames. It kind of had a fall off. Flames, you know what I'm talking about, or am I sure? I think it had one of those fall offs. Yeah. For me, it was writing. I don't have the problem with the story. For me, it was writing, the production of season 2, the pacing of season 2. Okay. Okay. I'm understanding. Like I said, I gotta rewatch it really to like completely jog my memory, but I was like, it's kind of tough to watch because I don't even try to watch the new season right now, and I was like, it's tough to watch. And I watched a couple backs of the original, and I was like, man, it's tough to get into like watching this older anime. But yeah, man, that completes the list for me, man. Season 2. Okay. Jojo Bizarro, trash. Don't care what no one says. Garbage. Watch season 1. I didn't even think that was really season 1. Trash, garbage. I don't care what nobody says. I think it's bad. I think it's not good. Okay. I think it's not good, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I think it's not good, bro. I was trying to figure out what people liked, and people were talking about, like, yeah, no, season 1, you got it. Like, season 1 is not good, bro. Boruto. Enough to be said. We don't even have to explain. Fairy Tail, huge fall off. 7 out of 10 is one of the worst falls of all time. Gintama, not my speed. This is what I talk about. One Punch Man does best in that lane. Hitman Reborn just never could really get into it. I think if I maybe had started younger, I think it would be better to like get into. But it was just a very tough watch. And it's a lot of episodes. It's shaped like the older Shonen animes. Kuroko no Basket for me personally, I know a lot of people are gonna be upset with this. Me playing basketball, I couldn't get into it. It was just too unrealistic that old boy just couldn't even make a layup. Like I was like, bro, this is stupid. Like he would never touch the court. And I'm like, this is a little insane, right? You know, just couldn't like, come on, man. That's just completely cap, right? Blue Exorcist, solid, but all in all, like, kind of cheesy when I look back on it, but I think the production and speed of it kind of ruined itself. Black Clover, I think, has great fight scenes. I do think 158 to 170, those 12 episodes are the best episodes of the entire series. But even watching the Black Clover movie, Asta is extremely annoying. They do give some plot armor to a little too many characters. Um, but the fight scenes are so sensational, and Captain Yami, Yami, is amazing. I love him. Pause. But Asta is a very annoying kid. They do have some super cheesy stuff that happens. Um, I'm glad that they're trying to dive into the darkness, but the 12 episodes from 158 to 170 is the greatest episodes of all of Black Clover. Loved it, great. But even the reveal of who Asta's demon was trash. Like that was garbage. So yeah. Let's see. Promise Neverland. Great season 1, season 2 fall off. Skipping an arc, you have to get penalized for. Noragami, just a very good watch. If you love it, I'm not mad at people for loving it. I just like didn't fall in love with it, but it's very good. It's a good anime to watch. Dragon Ball Z, as we know, insane, great moments, but lost a lot of its flavor. Power scaling was just completely gone. The tone of the show, just really nothing was really at stake. It was really just kind of like a nostalgia, like let's just watch some fight scenes, and cool. But when you're Dragon Ball Z, it's kind of like I'm gonna put Soul Eater B tier. I'm gonna put Soul Eater B tier. Very good. I honestly never fell in love with the main character, but I don't think that was the main, decision for it. I did like Frankenstein. I did like Black Star. Black Star was my favorite. I just think it's very good. Like it's a very good anime. I don't really have anything like bad to say. It's just I didn't fall in love with it, right? Like I fell in love with Midoriya's story in My Hero. Like I didn't fall in love with her, and like the story was just like, oh, this is very good to watch. My Hero Academia, man, very good anime. I really enjoyed it. I do think it's even underrated at this point. But yeah, man, it's an A. I gotta give it an A, man. The fight, that actually a lot of people didn't even like with Overhaul. I loved that fight scene, man. Rewatched it a couple times, man. And yeah, man, rock with it. Death Note, nothing to be said about Death Note. Ipo never watched it, but I do know it's highly regarded in this field, so had to show his respect. Hawk, One Punch Man, sensational anime, man, hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Really got the parody genre back. Hakio, I think, is one of the, if not the greatest sports anime of all time. I don't even think it's close between it and Kuroko no Basket. I loved it. Like I went through all the emotions, even though I never played volleyball, but like playing sports, like I could feel and all the emotion as I'm watching, like I'm with it, and it was crazy. That one does it really well in Blue Streak, not Blue Streak, Blue. I think I forgot his name. Blue. Oh my god, what are the soccer anime? That one makes me feel the same way. But I do think Hakio is better, but it they're in the same like tier to me. Like getting emotions out of me, and I'm like, that's crazy. Kurdo Kenshin, sensational anime, older one. Hope you guys show love to that one. OG Samurai, they brought it back. Haven't really watched the reboot, but Rurouni Kenshin, maybe the greatest swordsman in all anime. Yu Hakusho, you know what it is. Started the tournament arc, gotta show love to it. Naruto, you know what it is. Bleach, you know what it is. Hunter x Hunter, you know what it is. Naruto Shippuden, you know what it is. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, sensational anime. I wouldn't be mad if someone put it as number one. I do think, in terms of their favorite, do you think Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood for its lane is a 10 out of 10. I don't really find anything wrong with it. Attack on Titan, sensational anime. We know what it is. Greatness, obviously. And then One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. Why is Dragon Ball Z number one? I've said this before. For what Shonen is to its core. To its core, though One Piece has some more complexity to it. Dragon Ball Z 1 has accomplished something that none of these other anime have, and that's be relevant in four damn near different decades. Insane, right? The only anime to have their main character go from a kid to us caring about their grandkids and their son. Insane. And three, to its core, it's what Shonen is, man. Just keep it very simple. We have great fight scenes, and we have a villain, no redemption arc. He just wants to destroy people. And we have a good guy, he's just a good guy, right? So that's why I gave Dragon Ball Z the greatest shonen anime of all time. And obviously its impact is crazy. think the only person that can really rival their impact is like Pokemon. But you know, Pokemon is just its own thing. Is what it is. But how do y'all feel? Obviously, me and my stream, we went in it heavy. They were not fans of me putting One Punch Man over Death Note. And we agreed My Hero's below Death Note, but it was One Punch Man that was like the big what? And obviously no one's gonna like the JoJo stuff. And obviously no one's gonna like the Crocodile Basket. Not a fan. But yeah, man. Woo! Probably gonna do another tier like this, man. It's your boy Chosen, man. I'm out.